And before we proceed, let us have the introduction part. I'm Honorable Matata Benjamin Kirich, the chair for the committee.
Sarah Mutual, Vice Chair.
Isaiah Maina, member.
John Betok, member.
Beth Richard, member.
Bridget Songok, member.
Keter Julius, member.
Isaac Mosbey, member.
Silas Som, member.
Fosa Kuto, member.
Tololei Lucy, member.
Chepto Lydia, member.
Silas Kogo, member.
Beth Kipto, member.
Thank you, honorable members. I will also allow the secretariat to introduce themselves.
Daniel Mutai, Committee Secretariat, Ad hoc Committee.
My name is Victor Siele, clerk to this committee. Thank you.
My name is Eliud Sang, member of Secretariat of the Ad hoc Committee. Welcome.
Thank you, the secretariat. I will now allow the Waziri and the team to introduce themselves.
I'm Engineer Dries Rono, the CC member for the Transport, Public Works and Infrastructure.
I'm David Koech, the Chief Officer in charge of Transport and Public Works.
I'm David Kemei, Director of Transport and Infrastructure.
Thank you, the officers from the Department of Roads. I will now direct the Sergeant at Arms to place the team under oath.
I, Engineer Dries Kibetrono, do hereby swear to testify on all matters in question and to tell this committee the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
I, David Kipiago Koech, hereby swear to testify on all matters in question and tell this committee the truth, the whole truth, so help me God.
I, David Kiprono Kemei, do hereby swear to testify on all matters in question and to tell this committee the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you, the Sergeant at Arms. I will now move to the second part and inform the team from the Road Department on the mandate of this committee. The committee was established by the House with the following mandate. A, to, with respect to flagship projects, flagged and alleged non-existing projects as spelled out in the implementation committee reports laid down on the table of this House on 17th September 2024. 2, 1. Investigate whether there was a financial impropriety across all the departments. 2. Establish whether there was a breach of constitution or any other applicable laws by state/public officers in the execution of the projects. 3. Investigate whether the laid down procurement processes was followed in the award of tenders. 4. Recommend appropriate action to be taken against identified breaches and all responsible parties accountable. B. Establish the actual cost of personnel emoluments incurred during financial year 22-23 and 23-24 and circumstances even occasioning violation of Section 107 of the Public Finance Management Act and whether public funds were irregularly paid for personnel emoluments. C. With respect to the agricultural and rural inclusive growth project, NARIC investigate the following: whether the funds were utilized in a prudent and responsible way. B. Beneficiaries and their physical location. C. Whether the procurement processes were there too. D. With respect to the hire of county machinery and or motor vehicles to as contained in the project implementation reports laid on the table of this House on 17th September 2024, establish 1. The circumstances leading to the hire of road machinery or motor vehicles. 2. Whether the tendering process was adhered to in accordance with the procurement and other applicable laws. 3. The actual work done and locations. 4. The amount of money paid vis-a-vis the budget allocation. 5. Whether there was value for money. And finally, the committee is mandated to report back to the House on the findings and propose appropriate recommendation. So maybe I will now take you through the session. And before we proceed, we had a number of checklists that the Department of Roads was to provide to this honorable committee. 1. With respect to the acquisition of Maram and Maram sites, you are required to provide copies of contract agreement for the acquisition of Maram, list of roads done, and the location and the payment status. 4 culverts in Aldai sub-county, you are required to provide contract agreement and the specific payment status and procurement plans and documents for the same. 3, further, concerning the emergency construction of 16 culverts in Mgwen sub-county, you are required to provide contract agreement and the specific location for the 16 culverts, payment and status and procurement documents. 4, on the issue of the hire and lease of road machinery for the financial year 22-23 and 23-24, provide the following. 1, contract agreement for hire and lease of road machinery. 2, particulars of hired machinery. C, the list of roads, physical location, and the scope of work done. D, payment status for the respective roads. 5, On the hire of motor vehicles, you are required to submit information on contract agreement and payment status for the entire period under review. That is 22-23 and 23-24. On the following specific projects, you are required to submit the following information. Project name, Chezirikan Kabrisang Bridge. You are required to provide contract agreement and the payment status. 2, Mulango Deep Kiboswa Road. You are also required to provide contract agreement and the payment status. 3, Steve Nice County Assembly Road. You are also required to provide contract agreement and payment status. And finally, Eizerongeng Pirbir Calvert. You are also required to provide contract agreement and payment status. Waziri, have you complied with all these requirements?
Yes, we have complied. My chief officer sent through the email.
Waziri, I'm told you did not provide the specific locations and the list of roads done.
On the specific location of the project that you have mentioned, it is because actually all our technical staff were affected. It is a document that we will submit after this, Chair.
Waziri, what will make you submit the document and the technical staff are not back? I thought this is an information that the department must have.
We had some challenges in actually retrieving some of the documents in finance, and the only technical people that we have in the department is at the level of director, and all the engineers were affected. We have the superintendents actually who are based in the ward level. That is why we had that challenge, because the accountant, the procurement, the engineers, all of them were affected by. That is why I'm requesting that after this, because we have compiled, we are almost done. There's a team in finance that are assisting us so that we can submit.
So you are so you've not complied.
It is only on that part.
You've not complied, yes or no?
I have complied for all the others except that one.
So for that one, yes or no?
No.
Thank you. Waziri, are you conversant with the Article 183 of the Constitution?
Chair, kindly read it to me.
I have asked you a question, Waziri. The issue is either yes or no. Are you conversant with Article 183 of the Constitution?
I am conversant of the Constitution, but not specific clause, Chair, kindly. And that is why also you are making reference to the Constitution. If given time, I can maybe comprehend on that specific item that you are mentioning.
Waziri, the article actually speaks on your day-to-day operations as the CCM. And this is the guiding principle. So
I am aware now when you talk about the functions, that is under the functions of the CECs. It is actually, I am aware of the functions of the CEC, and that is why I was actually requesting if you give me a heads up on that, I would actually say that.
Now that you are aware, can you give me the details according to Article 183 of the Constitution?
It is actually the functions of the CECs to perform any other function referred by the Constitution and the National Legislation Act. The county executive committee member may prepare or propose a legislation for consideration by the county assembly.
Proceed.
Chair, and the county executive committee member shall provide the county assembly with full and regular reports on matters relating to the county.
Okay. Waziri, let me take you to Article 183, 1C. The county executive committee shall, and I want you to underline the word shall, manage and coordinate the functions of the county administration and its department. Waziri, let me pose a question. Are you aware of the current crisis that we have in Nandi?
I am chair.
What is the crisis?
I am aware because when the board revoked the letters for the staff, that is why we are in this crisis.
What is the crisis?
We have actually, like, for example, I can say that in my department, that is under transport, public works, and infrastructure, we have a very serious shortage of staff, because even the request that we were to tender 15% of the works, it is actually part of the things that we are doing is once the superintendents collect the rigs, some of us will be involved now in actually guiding them in preparation of those BQs.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe that I will invite the other members to give their concerns and questions. Are you aware that as we are seated here currently, all the hospitals in Nandi are closed? Are you aware?
I am aware because when I passed the hospital, there were some health workers who were demonstrating.
So, according to Article 183, 1C of the Constitution, as a member of the SEC, what have you done?
What we have advised, because also my function is to advise. It is actually we have, once we saw the crisis, we have advised the county secretary to communicate to the board so that we can have advertisement of those affected gutters so that the functions or the functionality of the county government of Nandi cannot be affected by the ongoing crisis.
So when did you advise? When did you advise the county secretary?
We did it, that is last week, immediately when suspension of or revocation of the letters were done. And in fact, for us, we have forwarded the minimal or the critical staff that we need for optimal operation of the department.
Okay, thank you. Maybe one last question, Waziri, to you. Are you conversant with the Public Officer Ethics Act?
I am.
Section 15.
Section
Waziri, eh?
Yes.
I want to be very much categorical. If you are not conversant, don't go into your gadget to search for that section.
I am conversant with the Public Ethics Conduct for Public
now,
officers.
section 15.
Yes.
And I want you to also quote, a public officer shall take all reasonable steps to ensure that property that is entrusted to his care is adequately protected and not misused or misappropriated. Waziri, there are properties that are under your department. Am I okay?
Yes.
Are they all protected?
What I have done when this issue emerged is that I have actually assembled the equipment to the county headquarters.
Do you agree with me, Waziri, that there was a welding machine that was hired for the, was bought for the department? There is a welding machine that was bought for the department. Is it true or false?
Maybe director, because he's the one in charge of assets, can respond.
Point of order, Honorable
Waziri, I decline that. I've directed the question to you. Is there any welding machine that was procured for the department?
No. I'm not aware.
Thank you. What do you have to say, the director?
Thank you, Chair. It is true that we have a welding machine for the department, and maybe...
Thank you, Director.
Honorable Chairman.
So maybe I will pose one more question to the Director. Where is that welding machine?
As far as I'm Chair, as far as I'm concerned, it is secure in the office. The problem, Chair...
it is secure in the office.
As far as I'm concerned, but I remember it was
no.
only last week.
Director, please.
Yeah, I'm just trying to explain.
You have said it is secured in the office. Let us rest at that. Honorable members, I will now invite you to...
Point of order, Honorable Chairman.
Yes.
I think there are some preliminary issues which I would like to ask this committee to consider. Like, could the director explain, give us his actual posting in the county government of Nandi? What is he?
Thank you, Chair. I am the substantive director of administration in the Department of Transport and Infrastructure.
Are you at any point a sub-county? Are you in the sub-county? Are you a sub-county officer?
No, I'm not a sub-county officer. I was one time sub-county administrator, but I was redeployed in 2018 to the Department of Transport and Infrastructure.
Do you have the evidence for that?
Yes, Chair. I have all the employment documents. I have all the deployment letters. I'm in that department substantially.
Fair enough. So maybe through the chair, you could share with us. One other thing, Honorable Chairman. I wish that the chief officer confirmed to this committee the position he applied for and was interviewed for and shortlisted.
The chief officer?
I applied for the position of Chief Officer for Transport and Public Works, and I was shortlisted in the same position and appointed in the same position.
Does the witness have evidence?
Maybe I can produce later.
Thank you.
But the question was, does he have?
I don't have it now, but I can produce later.
Okay, on this two issues, I direct that you will submit those documents latest Friday at 10.
Thank you, Chair. We will comply.
It is the CEO and the director, not Waziri.
Chair, we will comply.
Thank you. So maybe I will invite the honorable members to raise their concerns. Honorable Tololei, please.
Thank you so much, Chair, and CEC and your team. Allow me pose a question to the CEC that does a bridge known as Chesirikan Kabirsang Bridge exist in Nandi County? And tell us something small about this bridge, the physical location. How much have you allocated? Its status. And allow me to ask you, start by telling us, have you been to this bridge? Thank you so much.
Chair, can I,
Honorable Mosby.
let me also ask the CEC, in his opinion, how does he rate his performance? And maybe you can begin with that so that he delve into what is his in a scale of 0 and 10. Where are you, Waziri?
So
Thank
maybe
you.
I will now allow Waziri to respond to the two issues raised.
Thank you, Chair. One, on the question asked by Honorable Ms. Mosby, I would rate myself at a position of 6/10 because some functions within my department has been hindered greatly because of lack of funds. But in terms of budget execution, which this honorable House approved.
Chair, issue
Chair.
is specific to the question, to the answer, no elaboration.
Okay, Waziri, I want you to restrict to the questions so that you know when you proceed to elaborate, we are time will not allow us. So be just specific to the question.
Thank you, Chair. In terms of rating, you know, it comes from different areas. That is why I wanted the members to why I came to a position of 6, because there are areas that have scored high, there are areas that have scored low, and part of the result that I was giving that averagely.
Waziri, the rating is 6. Please go to the next issue raised by Mheshimiwa Tololei.
Thank you, Chair. On the issue raised by the honorable member, Chesirikan Kabirsang is a bridge in Nandil's ward, and I have visited the place. Initially, the budget amount that we allocated to the bridge was 2.5 million, and we tendered the works. Evaluation was done, but the agreement, when the award letter came out, the highest, that is the lowest bidder, or the contractor who won the contract, never turned up to sign the contract, and that is why when we wanted to retender, in fact, we discussed with the honorable member for Nandils on the issue, and when we wanted to tender the close of financial year, and that is why, so that we could reserve the money, we actually we sought the advice from finance, and the works now will be tendered in this financial year.
So currently, what is the status of that place?
It has never been done.
So allow me, the ICT can project that Then we can all be in one reading from one page.
And Chair, shortly before it is projected, please, I want to ask something. Are you aware of the materials of the actual status of the projects within your department? Are you aware of the actual status specifically on that project that you have failed to this county assembly?
On the Chesan?
Yes.
I am aware, and that is why...
Sorry, just answer. Are you aware, yes or no?
Yes.
Of the actual status you provided to this house?
Thank you. There were some errors because
Chair,
the information...
Chair, he should stick to the answer. Is he aware of the actual status provided to this house? Yes or no?
No, I'm not aware of the status that was forwarded, but the report that we forwarded to finance.
Thank you, Honorable Waziri.
Chair,
Thank you, Waziri.
Point of information.
Yes.
Chair, you are very much aware that the information that got to this assembly and the documents we have is that Chesan is 100% complete and operational.
Okay.
And with that, can the ICT project that?
ICT team, please. Can you project Chesan Preach?
That was a makeshift that we constructed.
You should just look at it. Explanation will follow-up questions from the members.
Honorable members, let us allow continue projecting the bridge.
So who did the works? Who did the wooden bridge?
We did it under emergency works during the heavy rains. And
are you sure?
Yes. In fact, when the issue of that bridge emerged because of the heavy rains by then, and the bridge that was initially existing in that bridge had developed it has warped, which it was posing risk to the people who are crossing the bridge, that is the children. And even if given time, I can give you the pre and post photos of the bridge that was existing. This was a makeshift bridge to assist the people so that once the works are tendered, the existing wooden bridge that had actually posed a lot of risk to the children, the school-going children in that area.
So can we say now the 100% completion and operational?
That was the error in what was done in finance.
This is what you mean?
Order, honorable members and Waziri. Yes. Can I request the ICT team to project the conversation from the residents of Chesan?
In the Constitution, Chair, as they prepare to project, and I want to remind the CEC and the CEO of their constitutional obligations. Looking at it and the information they have failed to this House, information that is misleading on the values and principles of public service. Article 232, the values and principles of public service include 1, high standards of professionalism, B, efficient, effective, and economic use of resources. 3, responsive, prompt, effective, impartial, and involvement of the people in the process of policy making. And E, accountability for administrative acts. And lastly, which is very important as far as this project is concerned, transparency and provision to the public of timely, accurate information. Timely, accurate information.
Chair?
Yes, Mheshimiwa Bridget.
You project the Chesirikan Bridge. I just want to ask a question to Waziri.
Proceed.
Yeah, that how much did he spend in makeshift bridge? How much before we listen to the audio? How much?
Pardon?
How much did you spend in construction of
Makeshift.
Chesirikan makeshift?
On the emergency makeshift
Yes.
bridge,
Yes.
CEO can comment that.
Okay, another supplementary question, Honorable Chair.
Yes, proceed.
Honorable Chair, I want to say I'm a witness. I was there when the bridge was in a very pathetic condition. And I want to ask the CEC, how many times have you been there? On top of that, that is a very huge bridge which needs a very huge amount of money. Because it was on your budget to complete, how much have you did you budget it? Because that's a very huge bridge, Honorable Chair. So let him tell this Honorable Hado Committee how much was in store for that bridge. Because even box culvert cannot be fixed there. I'm not an engineer. Let him tell us.
Okay, I will direct that the ICT team, please. Can you project for us the conversation with the Wananchi when we visited that bridge?
Chair.
And
Chair,
secondly,
I understand the audio is not there, but
It is.
is it there?
Yes. Honorable Chair, follow-up question.
maybe honorable members, please let us allow them to first answer the questions. Maybe you will put down your question. I will give you a time to answer.
Just that the chief officer has not yet answered the question that the makeshift costed how much?
Yeah, and that is why I'm directing them to answer. Waziri, can
Okay.
you answer, the CEO, can you answer
Maybe.
how much money did you use
Yes.
in the makeshift bridge?
I remember there was a challenge with, previously there was some wooden temporary bridge.
Can
that
you
was
answer
there.
the question?
Answer
And
the
then,
question
it was-
through the chair.
We used around, at most 150, it was around 150,000 for that makeshift.
What was
Do we have the documents to that effect?
I can supply.
Yes, Honorable Maina.
Honorable Chairman, actually, there was the bit that I think we missed. There is a point at which the CCM indicated that the department was not compliant on certain documents. And now we are being taken in circles. You know this department, the way they behave, Honorable Chairman, that they are going to supply. This is the time we are interviewing them. And we ask them for Chesirikan, and he is going to supply. Honorable Chair, is it in order for us to proceed and wait for things to be supplied when this committee has requested? Probably we might need to subject them to the standing orders of this committee, Honorable Chairman, in terms of compliance.
Chair, Chair.
Yes, Honorable Keter.
In conjunction with what Honorable Shangu is putting across, I wanted to hear from the Waziri, the engineer, if indeed they are allowed to put money on a temporary wooden bridge.
Thank you. The ICT department, please. Do we have the audio?
Before that, Honorable Chair, let Waziri furnish us the budget for the Chesirikan. He has never answered my question.
Thank you, Chair. I think first to answer the question that was raised by or point of order that was raised by Honorable Shangu is that what my chief officer is actually requesting is on the makeshift, because that is the document that you are requesting it now, that the amount that was spent
I
on
think
the emergency.
we need to be categorical.
Yes.
The request from this honorable committee didn't specify which kind of breach.
Yes.
We just requested for the documents to that effect concerning anything to do with Chesan. So,
and maybe, Honorable Chairman, just to guide to help, if I can refer to section 149 of the Public Management Finance Act 2012, it is provided that an accounting officer is accountable to the county assembly, first of all, for ensuring that the resources of the entity which the officer is designated are used in a way that is lawful and authorized, effective, efficient, economical, and transparent. Responsibility imposed by subsection 1. An accounting officer shall, in respect of the entity concerned, ensure that all expenditure made by the entity complies with subsection 1, and ensure that the entity keeps the financial and accounting records that comply with this act. So, and ensure that all contracts entered into by the entity are lawful and complied with. I don't know whether this group, Honorable Chair, particularly so when declaring, when they are giving reports to this assembly, they should be specific and they should be very clear. And if they have come without those reports, even lack of compliance in one thing, Honorable Chairman, you know, we have asked other officers to leave because of just lack of one thing. This is very critical. You would also agree with me, Honorable Chairman, that this particular CCM has always blamed other people. And I heard him saying earlier on that the finance did not supply. We asked him to supply. So I would like you to rule, Chair, whether it is possible for us to continue without documents, verifiable documents.
Okay.
Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Honorable members.
My question has been bypassed, Honorable Chair.
And Honorable members, due to the non-compliance of documents that were requested, I think there are measures that the committee will take. So I will request that I'm ruling that we proceed, but according to the mandate and terms of reference, it is stating clearly on the recommendation on appropriate action to be taken for non-compliance. So, honorable members, I indulge that we proceed, and then we shall recommend appropriate action to be taken against the department. So, honorable, I will first allow the ICT team to play the audio, please.
Okay.
Shadrach, Kuterono, Gaina Galaka, Kogutit Mudomo.
Mudomo.
Vas. Abwati ole kingekura MCA no. Wakati nikichope inarambe. Ndio ndia serikali sugu. Kule MCA chetuge ameche yin amegepe awe ino ibar tarajani ta wogi mi tarajat kapsa ne kya bolul kapsa ni. Kule chetuge ni katorto kapsa. Kigimi te kiyaji ni arambe in la kweta Cisco ino. Bas kole cheptuget kotorto kabisa nabo man. Bas kumakibwa cheptuget akoi yuto nyokoro kole ongetuye in kosomok kasi. Kale kibit ne kosomok kasi kole kumato konyo cheptuget konyo Friday. Kunyas kole ogenas okasata aibwa tukwok akononini in korotwekyo mut chabo stimet akoibo in nglolenyu. Kiras kele ngawetech man in cheptugoni. Kolande lagok kichang kobone kobo cheswe ak kabersa chekicham kolongu kimato kobwone kolok yoche komusukikwa akoi taraju ipkoro ulonde in tarajanata nyokoyetech cheptugono kochobwech tarajani ko chito nolen kinyokochob tarajetab million 3 komami tarajetab million 3 yu lembechek mutubu cho makere tarajetab million 3 akot millionit agenge mami moitei akot 1100 moitei
Matay mga konom.
akot konom inegei makelen akot Tarajani ngisub kabisa ngot ko kichobe cheptuget ko chepkondok kyik ko 20,000. Chepkondok kyik en MCA no. Chepkondok kyik tugul. Amu mat kole chi kikochop tarajet anyun manas aja. Tomo mami. Yalembet tom kochop chi tarajet. Tarajet nguno kikakile kichobe ko keweni.
Kitakindo ano nekichobe?
Kitakindo kweni. Kitakindo katikati. So nguno kinyo kochop koik kando cheptuget nenyinet. Kole ngonyo serikali nino nyo kochop ano. Kochop kweni. Ko ngalek cho.
Atomo okere chi nebo county kole.
Nguno kiakonyone in kikabwa MCA en cheptuget aker besen.
Amwae
Aja mami chi nekikonyone.
Ko tarajani ko kinyoman cheptuget ko kiatinye arambe eng chesirkal. Ko ngalal chemiron kole chemiron as kimi arambe man. Lakini as piru korwai mu tarajet nekitinye eng yu ikase kelen kakotitanoe chito. Komwaiwech iman cheptuget kechop wakati nekikanyo konyo nyikengalal eng yo 1 2 3 ak MCA nebo ngalal eng yu kiatai tugul kabisa atinye biik chekwak. Komwa kole kakibe kengalal ngalek cho kengalalchi kora MCA nebo ano kitani nani chemalan kipketuye metowek chok sikeseriekte nyikelya nyikeokoan sinkotekeibe ngalek olini ako ole kikamwaunde kikale mameche alech ak tarajet nenyikechobe ko nobo karit kale ngonyachobwo ak tarajet nenenyo nobo gaa nenito nikichomni sikobit amustaiwak ano sukenyini nyone kindeiwak ne kajet nenito nikanyomwaiwech nguno ole kikinde kele kikechobwech tarajet ako tomo kwakoi yakimi ako tarajet nekikitinye eng yupto komatukwendi chi koba cheptuget. Congratulations netai korok yaiwech iman ane nikyabachini biik chi mateba akot taman alechi kalechi kikaitoretech kelanda ko kabois amu kabaibaitu ko yeteimwae chi lembech komach sikowal Mungu ko cheptuget keleni congrat ak friends chechiket chekikeyokochi kikoni ko makitinye ngal cheptuget kongoi.
3 million kokilata kekose ko stories kaiman ka tarajet nekingolole ko hewani so koni ko kienyeji neninyon nekinyokosorwech mheshimiwa cheptuget yekikabwa ak mheshimiwa chorwenyi nekikuren Ndindi Nyoro Paitenem amu kergei ak Ndindi Nyoro au kinyokotimisana hiyo imekuwa tek so konep keweni oye makinget kit nekinget ko nemi ground ko nobo kesemkerwai neno ako kotoretech as Kalen koro pikipiki nyo wendi sikiryo kilen kongoi kokeam kimyo aibu ojikuno koin ngalek chu alak chu oye osub kotu onyoru tiktet ole kibunu koroi wanam kabisa kotko machenen kongoi kotom kotoi konoto oliblibe kilen keliblibi nande koin kongoi biik kyok aboyo komu ka area komasi
'Cause another one in Alda. What we can do, let us do a temporary. We use these Kenya Power poles. We develop a temporary bridge to assist our children to move. And that is what we did. A very simple one. Otherwise, as we speak, I remember, you know, that budget, that was the amount that was allocated to that bridge. That's why the contractor did not sign. It is because the amount is way below. When you see the kind of work that is supposed to be done there versus the amount, that was quoted, what that was.
Bridge is the department. Now, are you contravening the public and
Yes.
the area MCA?
The MCA requested. And,
So
we accepted.
How much money did you?
As per whoever
did you use as the department?
As per how, you know, we have friends of department. Those, when there is an emergency, you can call somebody and we assist us. There are emergencies.
Chair, there is
so what we did,
Chair, very important information.
Yes, sir.
In earlier submission, they mentioned very clearly and said we are to get the funds from an emergency fund. Now it is turning to be friends. We are friends of the department. At the same time, Chair, the information that I have not answered that it was applied to this house is that Chesirigan Bridge is complete 100% and operational. Surely.
Maybe.
Is it that they are misleading this house with wrong information?
Chairman.
Kindly take charge.
Chairman.
Okay.
Having been in this house, I cannot mislead an house. What happened?
Chair, please.
You know you are on record.
Chair.
Honorable member, please order.
Just a minute, please.
You are on record. And you know that anything that you say is being recorded. So, before even moving an inch, you are contradicting yourself. Can you give us the actual amount of money you spend on the makeshift bridge and the documentation to that effect?
And Chair, as they give that,
yes,
let them own that the document that shows 100% completion of that project was originating from the department, and who signed that document?
Chairman.
And Bonasio, can you respond to the concerns that have been raised by the honorable member?
By the honorable member of Kapchorwa?
Yes.
Chairman. Out of that emergency and out of that outcry of the honorable member for Nandils, we requested somebody to assist him do the temporary bridge. Otherwise, the actual amount that was allocated by the county assembly to do that bridge, it has not been utilized.
Honorable Chair,
yes, Honorable Tsum.
The same amount was captured in the report as complete and operational. Is the Honorable CEO confirming to this House that he gave this House the wrong information? And if so, then it means there is a sense of incompetence in the department.
Bonasio, do you admit that the information before this House originated from the department?
That one, I don't know, Chair.
So
but
you are
because,
CEO, please.
Financial misappropriation of
I've asked you a question.
Yes.
I have not asked about financial misappropriation.
Yes.
I've just asked a question that the documents that are before this committee and were tabled in this honorable house.
Maybe we can be surprised.
Are you admitting that they are your documents?
You can supply us, Chair, so that we can see.
Supply them back. Honorable Chair, could
this is a total joke, Honorable Chair. I think we are just asking you, Honorable CEO, is this report originating from your department?
Another supplementary question.
Bonasio, you know, and let us be honest, if you have no idea on the same, please.
I don't know.
So you are disowning the report that was applied to this house from
Yes,
the department?
I'm not aware of that one.
You are disowning?
Yes. I'm not disowning.
Chairman.
I'm saying that.
Okay, honorable members, please. We need to move. The CEO has said that he doesn't know about the report that was brought to this house. I think we rest that case there.
But Mr. Chairman,
yes.
Before we rest it, he talked about requesting someone.
Somebody.
You know, it's very important, Honorable Chairman, to know whether this government, and as a government official, whether his mandate includes also requesting someone to do something on behalf of the government of Nandi. Is he suggesting that the county government of Nandi is begging people? And who is that someone? And who gave him the mandate to do that?
Bwana CEO, can you reply to the issues raised by Honorable Maina?
Of course, Honorable Chair, even in our own homes, where we come from, there are people you rely on when there are issues of emergency.
Honorable Chair, the witness is taking us in circles. I asked a direct question. We are not talking about homes. We are talking about the government of Nandi.
Bwana CEO, do we have a structure on operations of the government of Nandi? Do we have a structure?
We have a structure, Honorable Chair.
Do we have a structure?
Honorable Chair.
It is either yes or no. Do we have a structure on how we operate?
Yes.
Thank you.
Honorable Chair, it was a simple question by Honorable Shangu. Who is this person? You must be knowing that person, Honorable CEO. Who is this person you asked to assist in Cheserikan?
Maybe I can find out. I ask an engineer to assist us.
Honorable Chairman, there is also something else that I think is a bit, he mentioned, the CEO mentioned that the amount is very low. In my knowledge, I know we have an engineer as a CC. I don't know his qualification. We also have a director. Now, even as we talk about that, Honorable Chairman, remember the CCM, while introducing himself, said that they seriously affected and that now they are not even able to come up with BQs. I think this is an area, first of all, probably as a committee, we would like to delve into and understand whether we have been having ghosts and strangers and fraudsters working as engineers in this department because we know the people who are sacked, Honorable Chairman. So is it possible that the people who are not duly employed by the county were preparing BQs, and that's why the people of Jesirkan are suffering right now because they were incompetent, those people who are employed?
Okay. Is an Honorable Trufosa. I will allow Honorable Trufosa and Honorable Mosbey so that we shall give the team to respond.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. To me, I move to another question. I'm no longer in that question which was asked by Honorable Tolole. So are you allowing me to move to another question?
Okay, Honorable Trufosa, maybe let us hold slightly so that Honorable Tarbey is the same concerned on Jeserikan.
No, I'm picking up from where the CEO left.
Okay.
That someone assisted. There is a project we visited in Chemelil, Chemase. It's called Mapengo Road. And there is a small bridge that was constructed there. And we were told it is a donation from the department. And the project was not completed. So when the members of public raised the concern, they were told not to raise much concern because it was just a donation from a staff from the department. So that's why when I had the CEO say he's a friend to the department, and it's the same project, I think the project can be projected. It's called Mapengo. Yeah?
It is called Chepinyin Mapengo Road,
Yeah.
next to Ariok, Chemelit Chemase Ward.
Yeah. So the same sentiments were raised that there's a, maybe I can quote in Kalenjin, they were told Kogere Ilakwa, so they didn't have to complain because it was a donation. So maybe that's what I raised the concern. I don't know if that's the.
Okay. Before I give Waziri and the team, we have a concern from Honorable Bitok.
Yes, Chair. I also visited with a team that placed Jerusalem. And I'm asking the CC and CO, does our department has no structure? That when we found in some places, even the CDF, they have emergency. Other department have emergency. Why do we do such ways of packing for or requesting some money from other people, and then you will make us, this is part of corruption, because the department is big, it does some emergency, and we have to look away of getting emergency. This is, maybe you could have agreed that this was from the area MCA, than saying this thing is 100% complete, it has been paid, and it is on news while you are going for emergency.
Waziri.
Thank you, Chair. Allow me first of all to finalize on the issue of Chesirikan. The actual cost, because an honorable member asked, what is the actual cost of construction of a bridge in Chesirikan? And Chair, the way we prepare our budgets is that we allocate resources to a project and then a BQ comes later, which it should be the other way around. The BQ first come and then now appropriate resources. And that is why we find at times challenges when developing BQs for some of these projects, because the amount might not be enough.
Waziri, let me interject you. You've admitted that we appropriate resources and then we develop the BQs.
Yes.
So, in a nutshell, are you confirming incompetence?
No, because one, at times, Chair, I can give you good scenarios.
Please, let me take you back. You've confirmed that we are allocating resources and then we have the BQs, which should be vice versa. You agree with me? Yes. Okay, thank you.
And that is why I'm giving that for purposes of doing and actually doing a decent bridge for the people of Chesirikan, because when designing a bridge, there are issues of even actually, that is why we have the importance of having public participation before we design. And I sent, and I've shared some photos with you, I sent the technical team to assess the state of that Chesirikan. And they did a public participation, and I've shared the photos with you. The actual cost, if we need actually to have we need a twin box culvert, because the volume of water during heavy rains, because that bridge is, the volume of water is high. So we did a twin box culvert that will cost roughly between 8 million and above for us to have a bridge in that area.
Okay, maybe a supplementary question, Waziri. You came into this department. How many years have you been to this department?
I came into this department in 2019, in December. Yes.
When was the issue of Chesirikan brought to your attention?
It was brought actually by the area MCA because of the issue.
When? I'm asking when.
It was brought That is 2021 November. 2021 November. And at times, in our department, we always do some proposal, and at times, you find that...
So, Waziri,
yes,
from 2021 November to date, we still have an issue of Cheserigan not sorted.
So issues of resources, Chair.
So we have no budgets in the subsequent years. It is
What-
now 3 years
Chair,
down the line.
What I is that part of this breach as an initiative that I did, and I will provide the list of structures that I requested the cabinet secretary, because during the irons there were some issues that we forward.
Honorable, I think honorable members, I'm going to rule that we move to the next issue. The issue of Jerserigan has just been dealt with to some percentage.
Thank you, Chair. Maybe as you rule, I wanted to get it clear from the CEC. He has just mentioned that the visibility studies was done, then the PQ, and then he sent someone. Can you clarify on which one comes first? Did you send someone on the ground to do visibility studies, and then you make the PQ, then you send? Can you confirm that statement?
What I did, Chair, is that when this amount was allocated, the 2.5, because our proposal, I'm not the final person during budget making process. At times we have given proposals in the budget, but at the end of the day,
Waziri, I want you to restrict yourself to the question.
Yes.
Please. You've been asked by the honorable member that you have said that you send somebody to the field to do a visibility study. You should restrict yourself to the question so that...
I did when we found this, so that, and this was a time when we wanted to take advantage of the El Nino funds that were coming, so that we can have a proper resource allocation for that effect.
Okay. To the best of your knowledge, Waziri, so that we close the issue of Cheserigan, how much money have been allocated to this breach to date?
The amount that is in the budget, the approved budget, is still the same amount.
How much?
2.5.
Okay, through the chair. So the CEC have stated clearly that the breach needs around 8 million. And then here is the same person going ahead, tendering the same project, allocating 2.5. And at the back of his mind, he knows very well that it is something that will cost up to 8 million. So actually, is that logic? You tender something at 2.5, and you are the engineer who knows very well. After doing the feasibility studies, you have said, why did you continue tendering? And you knew very well that the amount could not complete the project. Or maybe you will tell us, was the 2.5 in phases, to tell us whether it was phase 1, and then the phase 2 could come. Thank you.
And finally, Waziri, according to our records, Cheserigan Bridge to date has been allocated 3.5 million. According to the budgets that are with us.
Because, Chair, sorry for that, Misha, because what we did is I advised the honorable member for Nandils that the coming up of the figure of 3.5 was for us to have a breach of that equivalent, so that we can have...
Honorable members, Waziri, I think the issue of Cheserigan, let us leave it at that. Let us proceed to the next issue of Honorable Trufosa.
Chair, there is a question asked by Honorable Tarbi about Chebinying Mapengo Road. So let Tarbi finish that one before I arrive to mine.
Okay, Mheshimiwa Tarbi, can you come up once more?
Yeah, I had asked Chair because we were told they are friends of a department. So we wanted to know who funded that project and how much it costed.
The ICT department, please, can you project Chebinyi Mapengo Road, please? Okay.
Yeah.
Mheshimiwa.
Chair, we want to know who funded the project and how much it costed. Chair, we are told, if you can see some beacons, so they didn't do the backfilling, and when the community raised complaint, you can see there is a lot of sugarcane, so the road is used by farmers to transport their sugarcane. So they complained, and they were told it was not done. It was done by a donor. So when the issue of the same donor came, but it was the donor is a staff of the county, so we need a clarification from the department who did the bridge, how much it costed.
Chair, additional information was among the members who visited the site. For your information, this committee, through the chair, one of the person who was in charge is somebody by the name Pabu, who happens to be working with the Department of Transport, and he also hails from Chemaze. The question here was, if this was a government project, why was it done shoddy? And then the members of the public was told, this is a donation, you should not ask much. Even the stones that you see around, the community had to contribute, even using wheelbarrows. Once, because they had been told, this is a donation. Whereas if it was a donation, and a government official is in charge of the project, and Chairman, for your information, the culverts laid, the ring culverts, as 5. But the working part of it, it's just a 1 meter, used only by motorbike. So you can imagine, the other culverts are exposed in the extreme end and extreme end. They are exposed outside, supported by those kind of trees you can see. This is a government investment. Let these people tell us today.
Chair, before the CC, the person who is...
Honorable Trufosa, you are interjecting the
no,
honorable member.
I'm backing up. I'm backing the same.
Okay, okay.
The same. The person who was conducting that culvert is called Alfred Koech, who is working under department. So the nickname is Babu, not Babu the CEO. It is Babu, another one, who is Alfred Koech, by the name Tula. It's another name, Tula Shutma. So I really wanted to clarify that one. Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe, Waziri, can you respond to the concerns of Chebinyi Bridge?
One, Chair, is that Chebinyi Bridge, that is a culvert. Chebinyi culvert was done under emergency work. And for this case, I don't want to state categorically that the contractor was our staff, because I'm not privy to that. But the project
so
has
you
not
are confirming, Waziri, that this was not a donation?
It was not a donation.
It was done, used by way of public funds?
It was an emergency fund.
Okay.
Yes.
Chair.
Let us proceed. Honorable Keter.
Yeah, Chair, on that note, can Waziri confirm whether he has gone up to that place, Nornata CEO, to check on that?
So maybe for Waziri to
Chair.
confirm, I will take the concern of Honorable Bridget and Honorable Trufosa so that we shall give Waziri to respond to them.
Chair, through Chair, I just want to know how much were used in that emergency, and did they inform the committee?
Which were used. Honorable Trufosa, I saw your mic on.
Chair, mine is to move to another question. That is what I'm waiting. So let
I
Wasili.
thought, Honorable Trufosa, we need to conclude the issue of Chebini
No,
first.
with me, I've already contributed about that.
Okay,
issue.
okay.
Let
So
Wasili
let
answer.
Waziri respond
Yes.
to the two concerns, and then we move to the next question.
There were some emergency works that were done during the onset of the heavy rains, and part of the people that were in that committee, I think CEO was, you are part of those people who were in, because emergency funds currently has been pulled, because the essence of emergency fund is domiciled in administration. And when we were doing analysis because of the heavy rains, there was a technical team that was formed, and at the apex was the county commissioner chairing the steering committee, and then there were the technical team. So this is a project that was done during emergencies. And for this case, I think that the allocated amount was 900,000. We will go ahead and because what we needed to state is that it was not a personal donation. It is government fund.
Now,
And
Waziri,
for this,
so that I will allow you to proceed, do we have documentation to that effect?
Yes.
So I direct that the same documents be provided to this committee by 10 o'clock on Friday.
Yes. Chair, also what I needed to confirm, because one of the members asked if
Maybe,
it has
Chair,
been
Chair,
paid. It
before
has
you
not
proceed,
been-
sir, I was the one who asked the question. Can Wasiri explain the poor workmanship? Because it is the community. Now, if it was an emergency, what was the emergency about it? Because they didn't complete the bridge. The residents are not using the bridge because it was never completed. So can Wasiri explain the emergency part and the poor workmanship? Because as you can see, instead of reinforcement, they have used the sticks. And the one who put the stick is not the villagers, it is the county government. This one, just to reinforce the stones from falling away, the balls, was done by the county government. So can you, Wasiri, explain the poor workmanship and what was the emergency about it? Because the same has not served the community. So who was the engineer on site?
Okay, before you proceed, Waziri, let me allow
Chair.
Honorable Bet to
Chair,
air so that you
I
will tackle both of them.
Important information to give to the officers before this ad hoc committee. And I want to draw you to section 153 of our PFM Act. To the effect of that Chebinyin Mapengo culverts. Honorable Chair, the CEC, CEO and the Director, you have a constitutional obligation. And this was constitutional obligation is in PFM Act section 153(1). The accounting officer for a county government entity, A, is responsible for the management of entities' assets and liabilities, and 2, shall manage those assets in such a way as to ensure that the county government entity achieves value for money in acquiring, using, or disposing of those assets. And 2, the accounting officer for a county government entity shall, sorry, that is not part of it. Chair, let these officials be informed that any investment of our county government should have value for money. as they respond to these questions, do you feel where you sit with the kind of structure you see today there, that there was value for money? Does it mean that there is nobody responsible in implementation of government projects, whereas public resources have gone to waste? Thank you, Chair.
Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Bit.
On top of that, through Chair, I want to ask both officers, CC and Wasiri. We have seen that we have a number of emergencies that has been done across the county under the tent. Could they furnish us with a total amount, total budget that they have used in emergency breaches or whatever is on Honorable Chair? Let them give us the total amount, because they know much about the emergency, and of course they don't have the documents for emergency funds.
Okay, thank you, honorable members. Maybe I will pose a question to the director based on what is displayed. Is there value for money?
Thank you, Chair. Most of these breaches, Chair.
Director, I've just asked a very direct question.
Yes, I agree with you.
Is there any value for money?
It is very important for us to interrogate the PQ, because
I'm saying right based on what has been displayed.
I can say, Chair, it is not complete from what I can see.
I'm asking you, I'm not asking about the issue of
Chair,
Honorable member, please, allow me. I'm asking based on what has been displayed. Is there value for money? Because Waziri has just indicated that it was allocated around 900,000, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Waziri, 900 and?
It's a figure that most of that, I'm just giving a figure that it's around 900, and I will confirm. It's a budget around above 900.
Yes, now, Director, from what is being displayed, is there value for 900, above 900,000?
Maybe, Chair. I don't want to.
I want to.
I'm trying to.
Is it yes or no?
Chair, there are some factors that we always, if it was 900,000 from observation, and the locality and the weather conditions by then, it actually varies. That's why I'm saying, with this honorable house, unless we totally interrogate the bill of quantities, which I believe, Chair, where we were supplied with some of the documents, if we can be able to interrogate, we can actually tell whether there was value for money or not.
The CEO, is there value for money on what has been displayed?
Yeah, I just go as what director said, unless we check the PQ.
Chair,
okay,
protect us. Our question has not been answered. I ask a very simple question.
Yes.
Whether any of the witness has gone personally to that place.
Okay, maybe I will also redirect the same question. Waziri, have you been to that place?
Let me be honest. Because I'm honest.
It is a direct question.
I have not gone to that place.
Thank you. What about the CEO?
I've
gone, yeah. What about the director? Have you visited physically?
I have never.
Thank you.
Chair. And maybe a question that I have for the director. Are you director and engineer in this civil engineer, or because you have said you are a director administration?
Thank you, Chair.
For your information, Chair, very important. You know they have talked about technicalities and accessibility. It is just accessible, and it is 100 meters away from the Ariak, the main road, and it is accessible. So nothing can hinder them from giving quality work.
Honorable Chair.
So, Honorable
Chair, we've talked or we've asked the witnesses on the issues emergency funds. My question is, did you notify this honorable house on the spending on the same, the emergency funds?
I think that question will be directed to the CEO. To the CEO, is the accounting officer.
And before he answers, Honorable Chair,
Yes.
kindly allow me. We asked the director, we asked the CEO whether there was value for money in that culvert. The CEC, is there value for money?
Thank you, Chair. Allow me to respond. One, the contractor has not been paid. What I can say is that, according to my assessment, as the contractor can be...
It is a yes or no question, Honorable CEC. Is there value for money?
There is no value for money because...
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so
Thank you. So maybe I will, the issue on emergency fund, let the CEO respond.
Okay, I remember that time when there was El Nino, and we were requested to provide emergencies that were being raised by most of the MCS and the residents anyway. That time we went and sat with the DC, the county commissioner was in charge. We were told to provide all the emergencies that was around.
The question, Honorable Chair. The question was whether you...
The question is, was this house notified of the same?
No.
Okay.
Okay, my second question on that. How much did you spend between the financial years 2022, 2023, and 2023-2024?
Maybe we can provide tomorrow, Honorable Chair. Whatever emergencies was done between the two financial years, we can provide to you tomorrow.
Okay. Let us proceed. But so that we close that chapter.
Chair.
Yes.
But I have asked the director.
The issue, yeah.
Thank you, Chair. I think what the honorable member is asking, who am I, in short? During my introduction, I said I am the director of administration. In the department, Chair, we have technical staff and we have the management staff. Technical staff, we have engineers. I'm not an engineer.
Thank you. So maybe one last...
So Honorable Chairman.
Yes.
When you know he was answering a question on value for money, can he confirm to this house whether he is competent to answer that?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. That was the question you posed to me. And value for money, in this case, is whether I believed or not, whether public funds were utilized properly. That's why I said, even as a layman, you can tell whether there is value for money or not. It is a matter of...
What was your answer?
My answer is that unless
I
can look at the period of quantities. That was my answer.
Chair,
the
honorable members,
the witness is becoming...
let us allow the director to finish so that we can interject, please.
He's taking us in cycle, Chair. And the answer is affirmation whether yes or no, period.
Unless Chair, I didn't understand the question well, but I think what the member is asking...
The member has just asked, if I can reframe the question, is just asked that, are you competent to tell us whether there was value for money? That is the question.
I can't be very competent because I'm an engineer.
Okay.
It was my personal observation.
So you've answered the question. So
he didn't give a personal observation, Chairman. He didn't give. Because he said, I'm happy with his personal observation. What is it?
Honorable Minor, if I can, he had said that he will go back to the BQs. So I think we are done with that. So let us proceed to the next question.
No problem.
Okay. Honorable Trufosa, you had the next question.
Yes.
Yes, proceed.
Thank you, Chair. My next question is directed to CC. And the question is, we have culverts which were done in Saos Chiboite Road. Where is the location of this project and what is the status of its implementation. Next, have you ever visited that project? How much money was allocated and what is the payment status of the project? That is my first question. Secondly, so that I can exhaust the questions I have. Another one is Kabaskei Kabayigo Road. Where is the physical location of this road, Honorable CC? And when was grading and culvert installation was done? Have you ever inspected this road, Honorable CC and CEO and Director? The last question, so that you can answer all, is the road called Kamurkuywa Church Holy Spirit Road. Can you confirm the existence of this project? Tell us something about this road in terms of physical location, budgetary allocation, status of implementation, and its payments. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Can the CC answer?
Director, can you answer the concerns of the member?
Chair, I think CC can answer that.
You don't have any information concerning the above?
The chair, I mean the member had directed that the CC answers.
But you know I'm at liberty to direct the questions.
Thank you, Chair. Let me
also, Chair,
let me prepare to answer it.
The ICT to project that project.
No, before the ICT projects, we need to get their answers. Eh? Can the director answer the question on Saos Cheboite road culverts? And to save on time, Director, if you don't have any information, please don't struggle. Just say, I have no information, we proceed to the CEO.
Thank you, Chair. I don't have adequate information.
Okay, thank you. The CEO, can you give clarification?
Okay, through the chair, to be specific, they are in Chepkumia ward, all the 3 projects.
Okay. What I can, you said Cheboite South. Cheboite South was done and it is complete. It is a twin culvert of 900. And then you talked of Koibem. You said?
Honorable Chair, maybe it would be only fair if the witness does not know, should not be guided.
Okay, honorable members, please, let us allow the CEO to proceed. You've said Cheboite's house was done.
Yeah, it's culverts, twin culvert of 900.
Twin culvert of 900.
Yes.
Where is the physical location?
It is in Chepkumia, Cheboite's house.
Okay.
Yes.
Honorable Chair.
Yes, Honorable Trufosa.
Can you allow the ICT to project that project?
So
that we can confirm.
wait first. I want to confirm from the CEO.
Yes.
Cheboite's house culverts have been done.
Yes.
Thank you. The ICT, can you project?
No, before projection, is the CC aware of that road,
Yes.
of that culvert?
Let him confirm.
Cheboite's house culvert was allocated to 1 million shillings in the budget.
Honorable Chair.
And
Honorable Member, please let us allow the CC first to answer.
But he was just asked whether he's aware.
Yeah, are you aware, Bona CC?
I am aware.
Are the culverts, have they been done?
Yes.
I am aware.
The question is, have they been done?
Yes.
I'm informed by my CEO that it has been done.
Okay, yes. Thank you. Can we have the ICT department project Cheboite Saos culverts?
Yani is being informed.
that structure. Now, Waziri, is those you have been informed by the CEO, and the CEO have confirmed that the culverts have been done. So
Honorable
I think,
Chair, which word is that, Chair?
that is in Chepkumia.
Please.
The CC can confirm that. Which word is Saos Cheboite Culverts?
It is in Chepkumia.
Okay, thank you. Honorable members, let us move to the next question.
Chair, for the purposes of record, there was an audio. I was among people who went to the site. I think there are people from the Cheboite Saos village.
Okay,
And they gave their
the
input.
ICT department, can we have the audio on the same?
So, Chair, when we are waiting the ICD, the CEO visited that site before doing the payments to confirm that the project was done and it was complete.
Okay, through the chair.
Honorable Chair, please protect us from the witness should only put on their mic when they are being asked to do so. Please.
So, Chair, through the chair, I'm very sure that the photo that was taken was the wrong location. The 3 culverts in Chepkumia, we have Cheboite Saos.
Kindly, through the Vice Chair, Honorable CEO, use the mic properly so that we can hear.
That's working. Thank you, Chair. The 3 culverts that is in Chepkumia, that is Cheboite Saos, Kibrambo culverts, and Koipem culverts. All of them were done. And that one I'm very sure, maybe when you visited there, you were shown a different location. Otherwise,
Chair.
CEO,
Yes.
through the chair.
Yes.
We had some community who are within there. And they told us this is Saos Cheboite Bridge. And it has not been done. So that is what we confirmed. There is no other Saos Cheboite bridge apart from that one.
Okay, let us also hear from the
Chair.
team who visited the area.
Chair, I was one of the people who visited the site, and I want to disapprove the CEO. In the defense, Chair, they have clearly indicated they have never been visiting these sites. They are not aware of the actual status of information of projects in the ground. You've looked at Ariok, Mapengo Road, and a number of them that has been projected in this screen. We are not fools, or rather, we are people who know where those specific projects are. And in our visits, we interact with the community, chief, elders, and other members of the community and the society. And there is no single day can this HADO committee, constituted by law and the standing order, can go to a known place and project unknown projects. Let it be very clear to the officers that we know what we do, we know our roles, we know specific areas that we made a visit. Do you want to impute that we are not aware of what we are doing? Is that a question? Is that the answer that you are giving to this committee, that we are not aware of the projects we visited? Chief, through the chair, do you want to portray that these members don't understand what they are doing by saying that is a wrong project?
To the best of my knowledge, Honorable Member, some of us, as a CEO, for example, and CEC, we have staff who performs some of our duties on our behalf. And when we send them and they give us report, that is the report that we give you.
Honorable Chair.
If
So, Bonasio, to be fair with you, You don't have mechanism to ascertain the authenticity of the report that you have been given. You don't have the mechanism.
We have mechanism, Chair. That's why. Remember, even when
Now, if you have the mechanism, how comes now that we have a project that it is indicated in papers that it is done, but when the team visited the physical location, it was never found?
This is my, Honorable Chairman, this is the concern that I raised earlier on. Are the people he's referring to the ones affected? Could you confirm that the people who they said were affected by the purge, are they the same ones who he has been relying on?
And Chair, is it the same people that they were providing this assembly with different actual status of programs, including Jesirigan? Is it the same stat that is relying on to give the actual status of Saos, Cheboite?
Are they the same people, Bonasio?
Honorable Chair, those are the same people.
They are the same people.
Yeah.
So you admit that you have always been misled in that department?
I can't admit it unless I confirm.
You can't admit?
Unless I confirm.
But now, based on what has been displayed?
That one I must confirm, Honorable Chair. Yes, I must confirm. But to the best of my knowledge, it is done. But I must confirm.
To the best of your knowledge, it is done.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Chair.
Who was
Chair.
the contractor of that?
Honorable Tarbey?
Yeah, I wanted to confirm now that I am among those who visited, because the CEO is kind of justifying that it is done from his records. But maybe he can, as the CEO visited himself the project.
Honorable Member, I have not visited.
Yeah, Chair, to confirm this, why we are sure the location we visited is Saos is in Kapuareng ward and Jepoide is in Jepkumia. So it's a stream bordering the two. So unless there is a miracle that this will be a different location, because we went physically with the team up to the site and we took the photo. That's the real photo of the location. So maybe the CEO or the department can give us the coordinates of the one they did. Maybe because it's a stream, maybe they constructed anywhere, but the residents of Kapuareng and Jepkumia were the ones we met in the site, Chair.
Bonasio, do you have the coordinates of the one that you did so that the committee can go back to the site?
Maybe I can revisit.
Chair, he has confirmed that he has never visited
Honorable
the site.
members, let us proceed. The CEO has actually confirmed, so let us proceed to the next issue of
But there was an audio, Honorable Chair.
Do we have the audio ready, the ICT team? Now, we have the one for Kabaskei, Kabong Road. Kaboigo, yeah. So maybe Waziri.
But Honorable Chair, the two of us have not tell us about the amount paid to the contractor.
What was the amount, Waziri? Waziri, to this culvert of Saos Cheboite, what was the amount allocated? Or maybe what was the contract term? The contract term?
The budgeted amount is 1 million.
And what is the contract term?
I will provide that because it should be below the awarded figure, so it's above 500. It's above 900.
So, Chair, the contractor, has he or she been paid?
Not as per the information from the accounting officer, it has not been paid. And Chair, also to confirm, is that the culverts were done. What I will humbly request is not in that stream, but the 3 lines were done. So maybe we will, after this, we will provide the coordinates as you indicated, so that also for factual or accuracy of information.
Chair, I thought we had closed that.
We have closed that chapter. Let us proceed to the next question of Kabaskei, Kaboing Road. Where is the physical location of this road? Waziri?
Chair, Cheboite actually is in, not Cheboite, but Kabaskei is in Chepkumia.
When was grading and culvert installation done?
Just a minute for reference, Chair.
Honorable Chairman.
Yes, Honorable Minor.
Maybe if the witness does not know, he can just say he doesn't.
Maybe I will direct the same to the CEO. Where is the, when was the grading and culvert installation done?
Yeah,
CEO.
I'm also trying to look for the same.
So, Honorable Chair,
yes,
you know they are looking for that road in paper.
it
Have you
is-
been to that place?
Chair,
Do you
what we
know
are-
whether that road has been done?
Chair, what we are trying to get is from the status. There's a document that I misplaced shortly, but it is Kabaskei is actually towards Chepkumia Secondary, and it is a project that was under financial year 22, that is 23-24. We have 2 culverts, grading and maraming of, as per the a maraming of around 800 meters for the said road.
So what was the contract term for the said road?
Yes, I mean, that is where I'm just trying to get so that I can give the true status, the amount and the status of payment. Just a minute.
On your own capacity, Waziri?
Yes.
Have you visited the site?
The number of roads I visited Chepkumia, and I transfers several roads in Chepkumia times.
No, I'm asking specifically for this one. Eh?
For
have you visited this road, Kabaskei Kaboingo Road?
And that is why I'm just making some, Chair, this was a project that was done in February, and around February. So I'm trying to remember because there are several projects that I've visited, sir.
What about the CEO?
I remember when we visited the projects in Chepkumia, I was with the...
I'm talking of this one, specifically this one. I'm not asking about the many projects that you've visited.
Maybe I don't know.
I'm asking specifically for this one.
Maybe the naming, but we visited so many projects in that ward that time.
Honorable members, I think the issue of Kabaskei, Kaboingo Road, can we have the members who visited the road, please?
Chair.
Yes.
The project is in the budget. So we were visiting the projects which were in the budget. So we never went out of the budget. How could we know that project? So we are only facing the budget. And that's why we came to this road.
Chair,
I think it has to come clearly that we were not searching any kind of road. We used the same document from department and M&A report that it was sent to this house, that this one, it is done and it is 100% complete. And furthermore, we are not asking, well, this is the report that it was from the department. That is why it is good for the department to own it or disown it. Period. Because this is what we use. We never went outside the budget or any outside the report.
Chair.
It is there and it is very
Chair.
Thank Honorable Mosby.
I think, Chair, on the issue of visiting the projects or not having visited the projects, Waziri has the latitude, he has the time to visit these projects, even the ones that we've not mentioned, that is my team. We realize that Waziri has never been there, so let's not belabor too much, Chairman. I'm asking for your guidance on this, because apparently we are in project number 3, while we have the projects we highlighted are 13. Chair, this pace, I seek your direction.
Oh, okay, maybe
Chair, my contribution before you give direction, because
yes.
I was one of the members who had an opportunity to visit. And I want to inform the members of the executive that the documents we are working, the working documents here, one is the budgets for financial year 2022-2023, 2023-2024. Another document we are using is a document that originated from your office through M&E that you provided to this office. That is the information that I wanted to give, Chair.
Okay, maybe so that we conclude the issue on Kabaskei Kabongo Road. Waziri, do you own this road?
Chair?
Do you own the road or you disown the road? Do you own the existence of this road or it is non-existing?
Kabaskei, that is why I'm saying, Chair, I know of a road in Chepkumia that was firstly dosed. And then...
Do you know this road specifically?
That specific road?
Yes.
I can't remember the specific road now,
so
but
you don't
I have visited Kabaskei, and that is why I was able to give you that.
CEO, do you know this road?
This one okay, through the chair. He has visited Kabaskei. Kabaskei is a village, it is not a road. To make a road, you have to connect one point to another point. So visiting of Kabaskei is not actually, it is not a road.
Chair, I have visited Kabaskei all the way to Chepkumia Secondary, because there are several roads within that locality. That is
so
why...
do you know this road?
Yes, I know. But I know the roads in Kabaskei area. Okay. That is why I've stated
Thank
that.
You, Waziri.
There is a road from Kabaskei to Chepkumia.
Thank you, Chair. Just like I came to your ward, we went through so many roads. I got it to trace which one was which one was which. We were only seeing the conditions, you remember. So what the day we were visiting, I wish you gave us this early,
okay,
so that we can provide the necessary documents over the same.
Through the chair.
Yeah.
Bwana CEO, these are the specific roads which are budgeted for. And even if you are visiting a place with an intention of looking for a road which is budgeted for, you will go to the exact road. From which point to which point was the money allocated in so many roads of Chepkumia. So we are just in this road, Kabaskei, Kaboigo Road, and there's another one also. So just to tell this house, you don't know about that road.
Chair.
Okay. Chair. Let us have the final say from the director.
Chair.
Do you know this road?
Yes, Chair, I know the road.
You know the road?
Yes.
Chair.
Kabaskei, yes, Honorable Bridget.
I have, it's so absurd when the CEO is telling the house that, he's lying to the house that he wished he could have the document, and the document originated from their office. Who is fooling us? You know, we need to move to another project.
Honorable Chair.
Okay, now that the director has indicated that he knows the road,
Honorable Chair.
let us allow the director to give us some more information on the same road.
Honorable Chair.
Yes.
There is a question. I would really like to know the job description of the director, because he said he's director administration, he is not an engineer. I doubt that he is supposed to even know about roads. What does he do on a day-to-day basis? Or administration means what? Could he explain, first of all, before we engage him on telling us things that are not under his purview?
Thank you. I think, Chair, the workings of every department is not a one-person show. Being the Director of Administration, to be specific, I oversee the performance of staff under me. I am answerable to the Chief Officer, who from time to time assigns me any duty, including making sure that the policies from government or department are implemented. Chair, for me to know whether our staff are working or not, I have to walk around. I don't only stay in the office. And that is basically administration.
So what do you have to tell us about the road in question?
Yes, Chair, to be specific, you're asking me whether I know the road or not. Chair, I know the road. I know that road. About the specifics, what I know is that the road was done, but the way I say it again, there are some specifications which we always get from our technical staff as to whether there was value for money, or it was complete, not complete, and I think that is what now I rely from staff who are technical to give me. They are the ones who interpret our bill of quantities. They are the ones who draw the certificates.
Honorable Chairman.
Honorable members, let me rule that we proceed to the next question so that we save on time.
Maybe, Chair,
There was
one
an
quick
issue-
question, Chair.
Yes.
Can the CEO give us the name of the contractor who did the work?
Through the chair, maybe because I don't have those records here, I can provide for you at a later time.
This is not part of the documents that you are requested to produce. So you will produce the above documents by Friday 10. There is an issue that has also been
Honorable
raised.
Chairman.
Yes.
Because apparently nobody else knew the road except the director, could you tell us where the road is and how you came to know about it?
Chair, the road is from the junction towards Chepkumia Secondary School. And that I was one day subcode administrator in charge of, and I've been walking around, and I know Chepkumia very well, like many other wards.
Chair, I want clarification from which junction to Chepkumia Secondary?
From Gabaske Junction.
To?
Let us move to the next item. Mheshimiwa Tufosa, you raised also an issue on Kamurguyo Church, Holy Spirit Church Road. Yes. Bwana Sisi, is this project in existence?
Yes, it is in existence because it is in Chepkumia ward.
The physical location?
And I remember, Chair, then when the project was completed, we went round with the area MCA. And that is why this is an information that you are asking, which this project actually was implemented in the financial year 22-23. And giving specific location. You know, we have, Chair, Honorable Chair, We have more than 4,000 roads in Nandi. And giving a specific location for specific road, at times you can't memorize all of them.
Chair, point of information. Is the CEC telling us he normally budgets for something that he doesn't understand? We don't require all the 4,000 roads. Those are specific that is in the budget of the 2 financial years. Surely, Mr. CEC, are you serious with your work?
We visited with the area MCA. These projects we visited with the area MCA, Honorable.
Honorable Chairman, I think yesterday you ruled that there are 2 arms of government. Can they leave MCAs alone? Let them talk about what they do in the executive.
Yeah, I think Waziri and your team, the issues that are in front of us are issues concerning your performance at the department. There is no way MCS can come in on the issues that you have been asked to respond to. So, I've asked a question. Can you confirm the existence of this project, Waziri? Kamurguyo Church, Holy Spirit Church.
I can confirm, because we went round with the honorable member for Chepkumia together when the project was complete.
I think I've directed Waziri that there is no point where the MCA comes in. Maybe I will ask the team that visited
Chair,
this road to give us more information.
Let me say something. We went to that road and we found few community members, and we decided to ask those people about that road because we had no any information about the road. So those people told us the road is this one. Kamurku, Holy Spirit, the church is there. So the road starts from there. And that road is for Kera. They told us this road is for Kera, it is not for the county government. That's why we are asking, do you know about that road? The community insists it is for Kera, not for county government.
Chair, allow me to respond on especially some of the issues on emerging, especially on Kera roads. Kera roads is only class C and above. Any road below class D and below is not a Kera road. And I can prove that if after this I will provide the list of Kera roads in that area, so that also you can.
Honorable Chairman.
Yes.
Chair.
Okay, let him come first.
Keter, Honorable Keter.
I think that information, Chair, that CC is giving is misleading. One, it is just provoking me. Currently, as we talk now, there is a road, which actually it was done by Kera in Dindiret. And as we speak now, the county machineries is working on it and assess. So can CC come up and clear that first before he proceed?
Okay, as a rejoinder also, Honorable Chairman, because I was yielding for my... You see, Honorable Chairman, we all know how Kera operates. 22% is for roads within a constituency. In Lesotho, for instance, there is no Kera road. But Kera has done so many roads. And everybody knows the roads that have been done by Kera using 22%. So I don't think Waziri should come here and try to mislead the public that Kera does not work on county roads. Even if it was a class D and below, Kera still works on it. And probably that's what we mean.
Allow me to respond, because I don't want to mislead the members of the public and also this honorable house. And for information is that in Chepkumia, we have that is Yala Shiru. Yala Shiru Road, that is the only Kera Road. And wherever...
Honorable Chairman, can we restrict the witness to the road you asked? It was something Holy Spirit. And you had given him enough latitude to describe this road earlier on. He did not do it. So protect us from this witness, Honorable Chairman. Let him stop fishing around for answers.
Just inform you that, Honorable Chair, that that is Kamuigiwa Holy Spirit Church is not a Kera Road. It is not a Kera Road.
Thank you, honorable members.
Yeah, maybe for clarification, now that the CC seems to understand the road, so there is a main road along that Holy Spirit Church. The church is located along the road, but Kamurguiwo is on the opposite side. Chair, we tried finding the road linking from the Holy Spirit Church to Kamurguiwo village. There was no road, so that's why we want to be shown the exact road, because this other road, the main road, which the honorable member was saying could be belong to Kera, is a major road. But from the church now, the Holy Spirit, we could not connect from the Holy Spirit Church to Kamurgu, and that's why we want the department to give us, they will support their acumen with pictures and show us the physical location of the road, Chair.
Chair, allow me, what I can provide is the joint measurement for the said road. So also this honorable house can appreciate that if indeed the road was done, because once a road is done, what is normally done is the joint measurement. The joint measurements is actually is informed by the BQ. So we'll provide, because that is a document that will inform payment. We'll give the joint measurement for the said road so that you can confirm specific locations for the work of that specific road.
Same road be paid, was it?
It was in the financial year 2022-23.
Has it been paid?
It has 21, no, it is 22-23. I will confirm shortly, because I know most of the project in that financial year has been paid. Let me just confirm and then I will.
Okay, honorable members, let us move to the next item. We have Mokwa Captis Poster Road. So I will invite the team that visited this road to lead us.
Yeah, Jerry, maybe the department can tell us if they know the location of the road. It was in the same budget, financial year 2022-2023.
It is in Kapkangani.
Yeah, now that the CC is confirmed, what is the works in that road?
What I can say, Honorable Chair, is that it is the same works that were done in that financial year of 21-22 in Kapkangani, and the same, the best document that will inform this house is the joint measurement. And I would request that after this I will submit that so that you will have the specific or the BQ to inform the specific scope of work that were done in that specific road.
Honorable Chairman, this is where the danger comes in. Earlier on, in as much as you had already ruled, this idea of the CC keeping on telling us, I'll supply this, I'll supply that, he does not help us, Honorable Chairman.
Chair.
Yes, Honorable Tarbi.
I don't know what's happening with this department, because these reports we are relying on, they submitted on the project implementation report. What was written in those reports was the culvert installation and maraming. But the same road we visited here, there are no culverts. What was done was only grading. That's why when the department is just requesting for time to go and visit the records, when the same records were submitted to this honorable house, then what are we doing here if we cannot rely on any documentation from the department? Does it mean now the committee is more conversant with the department? Because these are the same records they submitted to this honorable house. We went for field visits. We are giving them the true state of the roads, and they are requesting for time to go and verify. So that's why we wanted just the department to tell us they are not conversant with anything. Then we close the meeting, Chair, because we are being taken in cycles.
Chair.
Yes, Honorable Tarbi. In bit.
This is a sorry state of affairs. And it seems this is a team that we suspect they must have delegated their responsibilities to other people. And Chair, we cannot do what is not our constitutional role. And ideally, if this is the trend, I do not see, and I don't want to guide you, I do not see if there is any need to engage these people anymore. We are not getting answers. We are guiding them on their responsibilities, surely.
Waziri, you know the main problem of these interactions is the report that you gave to this Honorable House. So are you, so that we can move and make conclusion, Waziri, are you owning the report that came to this House, or you are disowning the report so that we don't engage? Are you owning that report and it legitimately?
Chair, there were some errors that, and there were some errors that emerged.
Waziri, is the report that came to this House from the department? Is it legitimate from the department?
Reports normally we forward to finance.
Honorable Chair, allow me to request through you that he completes that statement that there were errors. Kindly.
Chair, thank you for that. I want to clarify that. And if you can see in some of these M&E reports, during the final compilation of the documents in finance, we noticed that there were some errors that eventually and actually emerged in the final document. And that is why I'm here to also give clarity on those errors.
Honorable Chair.
Waziri, let me get it clearly. When you are submitting documents to the Treasury,
Honorable Chair,
are you submitting them in soft copy or in hard copy?
We were submitting them in soft copy for them to place it in a specific template.
The alterations that have been made are not from the Department of Roads.
Yes,
it is in the Department of Finance.
It is not from the Department.
So you squarely blame the finance team.
And that is why, for example,
you squarely blame, is it yes or no? You squarely blame for the errors that are in
I blame it on the M&E.
Oh.
Yes.
Chair. One very important question, Chair.
Yes, Honorable Bit.
We have two bits here, Honorable Chair.
Josephat Bit.
Honorable Chair, I want to ask it a CC. CC, after the M&E reports from your junior officers, do you have time to proofread and read between the lines?
In fact, part of the M&E reports, we normally go through the quarter because
my question is, did you go through before you submitted to finance?
Yes, I did.
And why are you telling us those errors, you are disowning the errors?
Because what I'm saying, Honorable Chair, is that once we compile the report, the M&E team, that is monitoring and evaluation team, now prepares the final document to be submitted. And that is why you could see a garage, which is supposed to be in Kapsabet, being from our reports.
Honorable Chairman, sorry, I have to interject at this point because you see, and we agreed that before any reports come here, they go to cabinet. The gentleman speaking sits at the cabinet. So he has the opportunity of looking at the reports twice. Unless he wants to confirm to us here under oath that the county government of Nandi is dysfunctional. And that a report will find itself into this house showing a garage, as he says, supposedly in Kapsabet, but in Kapsimato, and it comes here. And he allows it to come, he approves it at cabinet. However, Honorable Chair, even having said that, you know, we also have another problem. Quarterly reports. Quarterly reports. And we have since established that no quarterly reports from this government, where he sits, have come to this house. So even the quarterly reports he talks about have not come. So can he confirm to this committee, and it is good to confess witness and say, we have failed. There is no problem with that. People can fail. It is human. You can confess.
Chair, additional information, Chair.
Yes, Honorable Bit.
PFM Act 166, and I want to be specific on some areas. Let me remind them of their responsibilities, like Honorable Minor said, that an accounting officer for a county government entity shall prepare a report for each quarter for the financial year in respect of the entity. I just want to go to 3A, not later than 15 days after the end of each quarter, the accounting officer shall submit the quarterly report to the county treasury. Chair, to the county treasury. The purported errors are also submitted to the county treasury. 2, not later than 1 month after the end of each quarter, the county treasury shall consider the quarterly report and submit them to the county assembly. County, the same errors being submitted to this county assembly. 3, deliver copies of to the controller of budget. Chair, all these three entities are given wrong information generated by accounting and government officers who have clearly demonstrated that they are failing in their constitutional responsibilities. They have no idea of their constitutional responsibilities. They have no idea on the geographical markings of the roads within the Nandi County. Chair, it is time that you need to make a decision and move on.
I think, honorable members, maybe I will give, there is a very sensitive issue that has been raised by the honorable members about the quarterly reports. And I want to direct the CEO to give us the format on how to do the quarterly reports according to the accounting standards.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Most of these quarterly reports are done under M&E. That's why, as per the report even that you have.
I'm talking, the PFM Act stipulates clearly on the format. Are you aware on the format?
Yes, I'm aware.
Can you just break down on how the formats look like?
Chair, as CEO is, I have a directive question to Wasiri.
Yes.
Now, Wasiri, did you stop working with these machines, or are there some works going on somewhere in other words?
Chair, allow me to respond. First of all, on some of the issues that you have raised, and especially on the quarterly report, because that also touches my department. So that
Chair, I think I interjected because I had a concern on that. I have asked you whether there is work going on in other words currently.
What I can say, Chair, is we have only one operator in the department that was not affected. And what we have been doing is, at times, there is an emergency. And even Honorable Member for Kosirai, she requested for an emergency, and we tried our best.
Chair,
until
I was specific
I didn't need any more explanation. I have just asked.
We have one operator for the grader. We have one driver for the low loader, and 2 more.
I asked.
So
I didn't ask about this.
We only attend to emergencies. When, for example, I can give a case scenario. Honorable member for Lelmokwangechek. There is a family that lost their loved one.
Honorable Chairman, the CEC keeps mentioning, he keeps mentioning members of county assembly. Can he restrict himself to the work of the executive?
I have said, Chair, currently, because of the lean staff that we have, we only attend
Chairman,
to those
Chair,
emergencies.
Yes, honorable members, please let us allow the CC to answer.
My question was
Maybe
directed.
the question is, Waziri, so that we settle on the question of Honorable Keter. Do we have any county machinery currently working on any ward?
As from today, no.
Yes. Tell me, what about Indirect Marapa? Now it's going on, and the lorries are dumping Maram, grader is working, compaction is going. Tell us about that one as at now.
Honorable Chair, I'm informed by my CEO that because this morning, when I came into office, there was we were doing mobilization of equipment for issues of safety to the department. And that is why, for the issue of the works that are ongoing in Tindred, my director has confirmed that we have some small works which are going on in Tindred.
Are you aware that it is on Akera Road? Who authorized? Because we had a machine in Jesumei whereby they had the same says they were supposed to complete, but it was pulled and say everything needed to be packed at headquarters until further notice. But the same road that it is being worked now, it is Agera Road. That is Marapa, Tindiret Road. Can you be specific, CC, so that we don't lie to each other?
Let me, Chair, allow my director to respond, because that currently is in charge of administrative issues. So let him respond.
Honorable Chairman.
Honorable members, please let us be orderly, please.
Honorable Chairman.
Yes.
Is the CC lying to this committee? He answered in the he said no. He answered that way. And now he's turning around to say that something is going on. Why is he lying, Honorable Chairman?
Okay, honorable members, Waziri, I think you had answered actually that question, that there is no county machinery currently working. So we proceed to the next item.
Did he confirm whether he knows the format?
Yeah, the CEO, I had instructed that you give the format according to the accounting standards. How a quarterly report should look like.
I'll provide for you, Chair.
That one is an issue to be dealt with now.
Has he ever prepared? Maybe that's a better, maybe it's through the chair. Witness, have you ever prepared quarterly reports?
Anyway, thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. Honorable Member for the source. When we prepare, you indicate the project.
Have you ever prepared? All answers through the chair, please.
Through the chair.
The CEO, the question is, can you give us the format on how to prepare a quarterly report? And according to the accounting standards board, there is a format that should be, that the report should follow.
Yes.
Have you ever prepared one?
Yes, we've prepared.
Okay, what is the format?
From
So
the
format
time you came to the office
normally you indicate,
to date.
You indicate the financial year, the budgeted amount, the contracted amount, and the status of the project as at a particular time. You give a report of that project as at that time. What is the status of that?
The CEO, please. What you are trying to elaborate is not the format of a quarter report prescribed by the PFM Act. So the issue is, if you don't know the format, don't try to strain
Chair, let us move on.
explaining something that you don't know.
Chair, let us move
So
on.
let us move. And I will maybe let me look for the format. I will furnish you with. So let us move to the next item. I want us to move on issues to do with contracts, honorable members. I want to rule that these the mistakes that we are getting to know are just cutting across. So let us move to the next item of personal emoluments.
Maybe before you go, Honorable Chairman, I wish to ask because the CC has gone on record talking about limited resources. I want to ask him, what was your absorption rate in 22-23 of the development money?
Above
the rate. What was it?
Above 90%.
You are an engineer. I would wish for you to provide an exact answer.
For development projects?
The development vote.
For development vote, we procured.
I didn't ask you about procurement. I have asked what percentage of absorption, 22-23. What was your absorption, the absorption of your department?
Above 90%.
Honorable CC, do you know the absorption?
I know the absorption.
What was it?
Honorable Chair, they are.
Just give the figure.
I have said it 90%, sir.
Okay. Yes. So if I put it to you that it was more than 100%, would you be surprised? Can I give you the exact answer?
That is, sir, I've said above 90%. I haven't said below 90%.
So what was the figure? 90%. Give us the right figure if you know.
I will tabulate and give it to you. I'll tabulate and give it to you.
Chair, before ruling, we have seen that there is a lot of issues in emergency. We would like the department to give us all the emergency projects and their amounts.
So Honorable Chair, this department actually, for the purposes of record, absorbed 112%. So the idea of, in fact, they were adjudged to be the highest absorbers in the county. For them to come around and say there was no money, that's a different story altogether. Before we go to the other item, Honorable Chair, I would like also to ask that this department furnishes us, because there was a time we budgeted for new graders. I wish to ask, was it advertised? Or rather, what was the mode of procurement?
Come out again with your question, sir, because there is some interruption in terms of movement.
Sorry, witness. What was the mode of procurement for the two graders?
Honorable members, due to the concerns that has been raised by demanding that they need our address, I would like to request that we adjourn the session briefly so that we shall continue shortly, so that we can have to look into their grievances, so that they will also allow us to move with the session smoothly. You find that we have a lot of noises coming from the background. So I want to request a proposer and a seconder so that we shall adjourn briefly, like 15 minutes, then we proceed. I will request Wasiri and the team just to be ushered out to the leader of minority office, then we shall come back shortly. So let us have a proposer and a seconder to that effect.
I do propose for adjournment.
I do second.
Thank you, honorable members. The session stands adjourned.